Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I am so happy that you guys have decided to join us for yet another episode. This is episode 22, and today we're going to be talking about how to properly moisturize your hair. So it doesn't matter if you have straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, kinky hair, we're just gonna touch on how to properly moisturize your hair. Please, if this show has been helpful to you and you like the information that we are sharing, please like, subscribe, and follow us. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The Terrinique Show everywhere. So, in understanding how to moisturize your hair, you first have to understand your hair's porosity. And if you've did any research on hair, read about hair, porosity is something that comes up a lot, and it's not really something that a lot of people can wrap their mind around. So what I'm gonna do is try to simplify the hair's porosity to give you an idea of what type of porosity your hair can be. A lot of tests that are done, at home tests, people recommend that you get a glass of water and that you pluck a strand of hair from your head and you put it in the water, and if it sinks, that means if the hair sinks all the way to the bottom of the glass, and that means that you have high porosity. And if the hair floats, then that means that you have low porosity. If it's somewhere in the middle, if it's taken a long time to sink, then that means you have medium porosity. And medium porosity is the goal. That is like the balance and what you want to have. So another way of understanding your hair porosity is if you have low porosity, that basically means that your hair doesn't easily absorb water and treatments. So the cuticles are completely blocked, and something is sitting on top of the hair shaft that is causing it not to absorb water properly. And we know that water is the number one moisturizer. So what low porosity looks like on a wash day, if you're washing your hair, is it really takes long for your hair to get wet. So you're in the shower, you're about to use your shampoo, and you put the shampoo on, before you put the shampoo on, and you're just trying to wet your hair, and it just doesn't feel like it's getting wet quickly. And if it isn't getting wet quickly, that is a telltale sign that you have low porosity hair. Secondly, medium porosity hair means that you have looser cuticles, but it leaves space for moisture to enter, and moisture doesn't leave the hair as quickly. So you'll notice that your cuticles aren't like getting moisture into the hair isn't really a problem, and then moisture leaving the hair isn't hard as well. I hope that makes sense. So with low porosity, you are in the shower and the water is on your hair, but your hair doesn't feel wet. With medium porosity, when you get in the shower, your hair will feel wet, right? Because the cuticles are looser and it allows water to come in, but not so much letting the water out. Now with high porosity hair, I like to think of this as a paper with like holes in it, and you put water on that paper and you watch the water immediately absorb into the paper and just leave. So the same thing with high porosity hair. So if your hair dries quickly, like if you wet your hair and it dries quickly, that means that your hair has high porosity, because it allows the water to come in and it releases it really, really fast. With medium porosity, your hair will not dry as fast. So you can tell the difference. So if this has happened to you on wash day, where number one, your hair is hard to get wet, like you have to sit there for a while for the water to soak into your hair, then you know you have low porosity. If on wash day your hair is easier to get wet and it doesn't dry so fast after you're done with washing your hair, then you know you have medium porosity. But if on wash day your hair, you know, it gets wet quick and then it dries really quick, then that means that you have high porosity. So those are ways that you can tell the porosity of your hair. So once you've established your hair's porosity, in order to properly moisturize it, there are a few different tweaks you have to do with low, medium, and high. So with low porosity hair on wash day, to properly moisturize your hair, you need to have a clean base. Why you need this clean base is because the cuticle of the hair, something is blocking the cuticle, whether it be product buildup, whether it be debris, oils, heavy butters, something is blocking your hair from absorbing the moisture. So in order to get the moisture in order to get water in and to seal in the moisture, your hair has to be clean. I would recommend experimenting with a clarifying shampoo. Maybe you can use this once a month if you notice that you have low porosity. And then the other weeks of the month, you would use a moisturizing shampoo. So first of all, week 1, you want to wash your hair weekly. Start off with a clarifying shampoo, and then week 2, 3, and 4, use a moisturizing shampoo. And then you'll notice the condition of your hair will change eventually. With this hair type, you do want to be washing weekly because there's some blockage going on with the strands, and where there is blockage and the strands aren't absorbing moisture, they become dry, they become brittle and break. And that's the last thing you want, dry, damaged hair or hair that is just breaking everywhere. So you want to wash low porosity hair every week. After you've done the shampooing of the hair, I would recommend applying a deep conditioning treatment. So a nice conditioning treatment that has coconut oil in it, jojoba oil, or babassu oil in it is really, really good for getting your strands moisturized. After you've done that, you can layer your conditioner on, get a nice rinse out conditioner. We have a great one. It's our mango guava conditioner. It has mango oil in it and mango butter, which is really, really good for moisturizing the hair. So you want to do that and rinse it out, and then you want to apply a leave-in conditioner, a lightweight leave-in conditioner that will not build up on your strands because your cuticles are already somewhat, you know, closed. So you want to use a nice lightweight conditioner, and we have a great one. It's our Thirsty Girls leave-in conditioner. After you've done that, then you can apply an oil blend, or then you can apply your cream. So this is kind of the regimen you want to follow when you have low porosity hair. You want to wash your hair weekly. 1 week clarifying shampoo, the other 3 weeks you want to use a moisturizing shampoo. You want to do a deep conditioning treatment every time you wash, and then you want to follow up with a conditioner, a rinse out conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner. And these are great tips for keeping your hair moisturized. Daily, you want to get your spray bottle with water, just spray the hair lightly and reapply your leave-in conditioner. And you can add a little bit of oil on top of the leave-in conditioner. So if you have medium porosity hair, this is the hair type that you want to have. You want to have medium porosity hair because what it does is allows moisture to get in, and it does allow the moisture to stay in, so your hair is balanced, right? With this hair type, you can wash every week, or you can wash every week and a half. So cleanse your hair with a moisturizing shampoo to just keep that moisture in. You don't need to use a clarifying shampoo with this hair type. A moisturizing shampoo does just well. You want to do your deep conditioning treatment every time you wash, just to keep the hair healthy, keep the hair balanced, and just to keep, you know, a really good base with your medium porosity hair. After you've done the deep conditioning treatment, you can use a conditioner, rinse that out as well, use a leave-in and an oil blend, and then use whatever, styling product you like to use. If you want to use a curl cream that has shea butter in it, that's great. We have a great one. It's called our Curl Defining Cream. It has shea butter or jojoba oil, argan oil. These are all great butters and oils to use when you are sealing in moisture. So medium porosity, your regimen is washing with a moisturizing shampoo, using a deep conditioning treatment every time you wash, and using a rinse out conditioner, and also a leave-in conditioner with a nice curl defining cream. Lastly, high porosity. Your regimen is different from the other two because your hair is probably more damaged. It is more damaged, or maybe you're just genetically inclined to have high porosity hair, so your wash day looks a bit different. So you want to start off your wash day with a pre-poo. So what the pre-poo does is it loosens up your hair so it isn't as tangled, and it makes the strands very slippery. It seals in any kind of moisture. And how you would do your pre-poo is you would do it on your dry hair. So you won't wet the hair. You would put the oil blend. We have a great oil blend. It's called our Curly Tropical Oils Blend. It's made from castor oil and avocado oil and moringa oil. Very good for sealing and moisture. So you would put this oil blend on your dry hair. Let that sit for about 20 minutes. So after it has sit on the hair for about 20 minutes, then you want to rinse it out with a moisturizing shampoo. So this is a critical step if you have high porosity hair, because remember, what high porosity hair does is it absorbs water really quickly and it releases it really quickly. So what the pre-poo does is it sets the foundation for sealing in the moisture, because we know that oils are sealants, right? So you rinse out the pre-poo with a moisturizing shampoo. After you've done that, then you want to apply your deep conditioning treatment. So you would apply a nice deep conditioning treatment, one that has avocado oil in it, banana, coconut, shea butter. Our banana nut and avocado deep conditioning treatment is a great option. So you want to put that on the hair. After you put that on the hair, then you rinse it out. You want to use a conditioner, a rinse out conditioner. So this is another step that's important. Use your rinse out conditioner and then apply a leave-in conditioner that will help with detangling and moisture. After you've done that, then you want to use an oil blend again to seal in all that moisture. And then a styler that you'll need is one that has heavy butters in it, like shea butter, argan oil, or cupusu butter, and coconut oil. So you want to use a heavy butter. And then with this hair type is daily, after you've done your wash day, before you leave the house, you want to spray this hair type, high porosity hair, with water. Spray it lightly with water. You can put a little bit of avocado oil in your water, shake it up, and spray your hair, and then put your leave-in conditioner on top of your hair before you leave the house. This is how you keep high porosity hair healthy, right? So I hope that this was helpful to you. The first thing that you need to know on how to properly moisturize your hair is, first of all, your hair's porosity. Is it, number one, low porosity? Low porosity hair, you can tell if your hair is low porosity because it will take long to get wet. So if you're in the shower and your hair is taking long to get wet, that means it's low porosity. Use a clarifying shampoo and then follow the steps that I provided earlier. If your hair is medium porosity, it will absorb the water quickly and it will take a longer time to dry. Medium porosity hair is the kind of hair you want to have. If your hair is high porosity, it will absorb the water quickly and then it will dry fast. So those are just ways to know what type of porosity you have. And then if you have low porosity hair, you want to be using a clarifying shampoo at least once a month, but the other 3 weeks out of the month, you want to use a moisturizing shampoo. If you have high porosity hair, you want to do a pre-poo before you wash your hair. And you also want to incorporate a protein deep conditioning treatment into your regimen. If you're going to wash your hair every week, I would say at least one time out of the month, you want to use a protein deep treatment, and then the other 3 times you want to use a moisturizing deep treatment. I hope that this was helpful to you, and if it was, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Everywhere, the Terrinique Show. Thank you so much, and